Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Okay, we got a lot to talk about. Very little bit of time to do it. Woo! I know there's a lot of other channels talking about stuff as well. I was kind of holding out, waiting for other shows to kind of die out, but these other shows are still on and still doing their coverage, their own due diligence, and their own coverage, their own version of coverage of what happened today. First off, let me just say this. What happened? What happened, though? Did we just see Amber Heard get completely annihilated within 10 minutes within that cross-examination? Let me say something. I don't give a damn. Well, I mean, there's some parts that I do give a damn about, but I don't give a damn about the defense talking. I don't. Asking questions. That stuff did not matter to me. The things that really blew my mind, the things that really, really blew my mind, or the moments that really blew my mind was everything within the first, 2 hours of the cross-examination from Team Depp. It was absolutely mind-blowing, okay? And I'm, that's funny. That's funny right there. That's funny. I'll give you that one. Fatal flaw. I'll give you that one. Fatal flaw. Yeah, somebody needs to get her an ambulance. Woo! That girl got destroyed. Man, do we have a lot to go through. We got to talk about this. I didn't expect it to go out the gate like that. I already talked about that a little bit, but of course I'm going to be circling back on things I've already said before. We got to look at some moments, you know what I mean? We're going to be scrubbing through the live and kind of just looking at these moments that happened today. It was absolutely knuckin' futz. But it was well-deserved, and it was well worth it, and it was well worth the wait. And tomorrow it's going to be a slaughter. Tomorrow she's going to get slaughtered. I'll say it again in a second. Just do me a favor, guys, before we get into everything, hit that like button. I see a bunch of y'all starting to file in. Send it past 100 likes really, really quick. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to every single one of y'all. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Yes, I do have to address something before we jump into everything, of course, but we will be getting into this here and the destruction, the annihilation that we saw. That was just a snippet, baby. That was just the tip. Okay. Oh my God. And please do me a favor. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. We're not going to go all the way into too much because I mean tomorrow is a very, very big day. And you know for a fact we're going to be watching it glued to our phones, our computers, and our TVs, watching this monstrosity. So please hit that subscribe button so that you know when I go live. Hit that bell as well, that notification bell, so that you know when I go live. Now, real quick, I saw this earlier, and I want to pull this up before I forget. Okay? JT, VJ, let me just say this. I will get to that conversation very, very soon. Right now, I'm covering this very, very big trial. We will be covering a bunch of other things in the very near future. But right now, I am focused on trying to play catch up and trying to get this trial up and running. I just got married on Saturday, guys. I'm doing everything I bloody can to give you guys what you need. So, Saturday and this past weekend, your boy was a little busy getting hitched. So, I will get to those stories very, very soon. Please be patient, okay? I appreciate you, and I love you, okay? So, again, hit that subscribe button down below. I'd really, really appreciate it. Trying to get to as many stories as I can. I'm only one man here. So I appreciate it, okay? So anyway, we got to get into this annihilation that we saw, guys. And I appreciate all the congratulations. Seriously, I really, really do. But that's why you guys didn't see me on Friday. That's why you guys didn't see me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Your man was busy. And then today is Monday, and I could be in bed, sleeping, hanging out with my wife, and I'm here with you guys. Okay? Because I wanted to be able to keep to my word about following this story. I will be covering the stuff that just happened in Buffalo, so be patient. I will be talking about Roe v. Wade. Trust me, so be patient. Let a man be married for 5 seconds. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so here we go, okay? There's a lot going on today. Today was an absolute slaughter. As I said before, and I said I'd say it again. Today was an absolute bloody slaughter. My Lord, was it a slaughter. And it was everything I wanted it to be. Actually, it was more than I expected it to be. Let me just say that. Did not know that was going to go down. Real talk. My mind is blown. I even said it to you guys. I'm going, wait a second. Wait a second. There is no way they're just going to come out the gate like this. They're going to work her in, get all comfortable, make her think that she's going to have everything in the bag, and then out of nowhere, just go straight for the jugular. Well, they went straight for the jugular right off the damn bat. Unfreaking believable, man. Okay? Absolutely mind-blowing. And I cannot wait to watch some of these clips with you or some of these moments with you because it was just poetry. It was absolutely poetry. Pascal's Pixels. Oh, that's funny. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, and thank you for the congratulations. I really do appreciate it. Honestly, I'm not trying to rub that in or anything. I'm just trying to tell you guys that's why I haven't been on. I've been trying to get on here, but at the same time, I've been busy. I've been busy. I was busy with life, my own personal life. So anyway, thank you so much for all of the love. Real talk. Okay. So this is going to be really, really the next couple days. I'm serious up until Thursday, unless I don't think Miss Camille Vasquez. I don't think Miss Camille Vasquez is going to be letting up anytime soon. She is like a dog that once she gets locked in, once she gets her jaws on you, once she locks in, she going to be on that damn leg until it gets ripped off. I'm literally serious. Did you see how she was right off the man? I'm about to show y'all. But first, I need to show you guys something else. First, it's still within this trial. I'm just saying this was so bad. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh so much, but this was so I gotta laugh. I'm sorry. But this was so bad that I mean we were already having people react to Miss Heard, right? Walking out of the courthouse, right? You know, everyone's going, boo, like seriously, boo, you know, just angry as hell, right? Yeah, she's not swaying anybody here. She's not making anybody change any damn minds. I just want to show you this because this is just unbelievable. This is her walking into her ride out of the courthouse. I don't know how loud this gets, so warning. Whoa, look at all those people. Look at all of that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Let me tell you something, y'all. Do you think do you really think she do you really think she's winning people over right now? I'm just curious. You think she's really winning people over? I don't really think so. Another thing, do you really think that how do you think her cross-examination went so far? How do you think it's going so far? I'm just curious. What do you think? Do you think she did well or no? Oh no, she didn't do very well. No. Oh, do people really actually believe her? Her one of her dogs ate a whole bag of weed, and now that dog has canine IBS, and that's why the dog pooped in the bed. Do you think that passed over very well? I'm just curious. No, it didn't. No. Yeah. No. No. I don't mean to be a jerk. I'm just saying negatory. A negatory baby. Okay. She did not do very well. You'd think that after doing the cross-examination, because I said it, man, I'm going to repeat this again and we're going to look at this really, really quick, okay? But here it is. The dog ate it back. Man, come on, man. Hold up. I just saw a comment like it was in question marks. Hold up. Michaela said, she said her dog ate a bag of weed. We're going to get that too. I swear to God. I will play it again just for you guys because it was just absolutely mother-loving amazing. And the fact that she was literally trying to make it seem like this is a totally normal thing to say, that this is regular to say that a dog, a little toy Yorkie, whatever it's called, a teacup Yorkie, I don't know what it is, a toy tea Yorkie, a little pooch, okay, Yorkie, went all the way over, found a bag of weed, ate it, and then suddenly was diagnosed with IBS. I'm just saying, or, I'm calling it IBS. She's sitting there going, oh, well, as soon as she ate it, she had a really hard problem holding and controlling her bowels. Okay, so I call that canine IBS. Okay, and anybody else who has IBS, real talk, it is not a fun thing. Shout out to my people out here that battle with Crohn's disease as well. It is no bloody joke. It is not fun. So you saying that your dog has no control over one's bowels, all right? Why would you put the dog in your bed? Period. I'm just saying, maybe I'm just a germaphobe or maybe I'm a neat freak like that or something like that. But real talk, you're telling me this mother loving man, sure. You're telling me you're going to let a dog that's just everywhere on your bed to chill and be fine. And then if you are going to do that, wouldn't you just check your bed every single time you pick up the dog from thy bed? Wouldn't you check every damn time? Because this dog might be pooping and pissing everywhere. Don't you want to check to make sure, just in case? Because you don't want to rest thy weary head onto a beautifully down pillow and find out that you're resting your head on top of Dookie. I'm just saying. So why? Jesus. I'm just saying. Give me a second here, guys. Because that stuff just really burns my cookies. I'm just going to say it. All right? It burns my cookies. A bag of weed. I'm going to pull it up. I swear to God. She said this dog ate weed and suddenly couldn't control its own bowels anymore. So we're going to get through that first. Because that's with her defense. That's with her team. Okay? That's with her team first, which is wild. Okay. Holy cow. So, 1 second. 1 second. Where the heck is it? No, that's 3 weeks ago. See, this is why I hate it when you'll have the full thing, the full show and or the full stream, and then they suddenly just stop they take it all the way down for like whatever reason why they take the damn thing down. It's really damn annoying. But nevertheless, I will find it. I think this is it.
Machine.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay, speculation.
I'll sustain the objection.
Hold on, guys. Sorry. Let me pull this up so you guys can see this.
What in fact?
We're just talking about
did you do
Poopgate
that night?
real quick.
I
Cover those tracks first.
cleaned up. I protected Johnny. I refused to cooperate with the police, like so many other people do. I tried really hard to keep it private even after that, even when I was
Michelle, can you bring up Defendant's Exhibit 1258? How the contract structure was for Justice League and options just involved with L'Oreal. You talked about
Sorry. Got to find it now.
Yes, they did.
those articles.
We had appearances, talk show.
And why not?
Objection, this calls for hearsay.
Where is
Please
Poopgate?
describe how this has impacted you.
Setback. I have to relive it. It's torture. I'm in so much pain emotionally.
I mean, this is
I just
she's given the performance of
wanted
a
to leave me
lifetime,
alone.
y'all.
I wanted to move on with my life.
Let me
So they said no. I mean, they suspended what I had shot.
Objection, Your Honor.
That she can testify to that, Your Honor. She has to be able to testify. to this.
In a major success. I worked on a TV series that I had been attached to for a
Okay.
very long time. I became an ambassador for several nonprofits that I deeply care about. I was doing a lot of really, it felt really good to be doing the social work and the charity work that I was doing. And I was also filming and working and planning on, I was awaiting a schedule from Warner Brothers for Aquaman 2, the sequel. And I had wrapped on that TV series I mentioned, and I was waiting to start doing publicity
It
for
was
it.
right near the end.
Are used against me every day. Setback. I have to relive it. I have to.
I'm so
have
sorry, but this just scrubbing through this is
most
just
painful things I've
unbelievable.
ever gone through.
This
And over and over and over again.
okay. You know what?
Online.
I'm gonna do us a solid here.
Reverberate.
I'm just gonna go back. I'm just going to go back to my stream because it's easier to find it there than going through all of this. That particular moment, because I did take a whole moment to look back at it again, because I just couldn't believe that this is a real thing. And what she explained was just absolutely mind blowing to me. So let me, yeah. Because I really could not believe it. I really couldn't believe it. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Sorry, it's me, but it's me. Okay, this is from earlier today, but I got to look at this again because it's just hilarious. She blames it on the dog. And then she explains the reason why me watching the dog took a dump on the bed is because when he was a puppy, Boo ate a bag of Johnny's weed, which caused Boo to have basically irritable bowel syndrome, where he just can't hold his bowels. I still can't believe it. Thank you, Amber. I still can't believe it, yo. Thank you.
Again, because I just have a couple more questions before we go into that part. You said you brought the dogs. Who were the dogs you brought?
Johnny's dog at the time, Boo. My dog, Pistol. We shared them. They're teacup Yorkies, and I believe Raquel, my best friend's dog, which is a mutt.
Okay. What, if any, issues did Boo have with
Oh, God.
bathroom problems?
This
if
is
you will?
amazing.
Objection leading and relevance.
Overruled all
Oh, my
Um,
God, this is amazing.
She had eaten.
I'm sorry. I gotta pause it. I'm gonna roll it back. It's a she, by the way. Sorry. Why is everything going? Why did everything bad happen to Boo? Why Boo of all
Like,
dogs?
that's what I'd like to know,
That
too.
same dog, Boo, was given to her dad, and her dad ran his canine IBS. But let's canine because come on. Just thank you, Amber.
Where is it?
Dang, thank you.
Happened in bed too, but
Sometimes. See, nasty. Them nasty. They were just lying around in them, just marinating, rolling around in that funk that the dog would leave behind. But that's okay. I don't understand why some dog. I got 4 dogs. Okay, I got 4 of them. Okay, nah. And
Random. I know I'm looking at myself. It's weird. But okay. As you see, she says, oh, because Johnny had weed. He had some marijuana and the dog decided to eat it up. And now the dog ain't pooping right. Ain't holding its ish right. You know what I'm saying? Like, who lets themselves have their dog be in their bed like that if the dog can't control its system? So you got a dog laying, pooping, and you know what I'm saying? Oh, and I'm not laughing at me. I'm not laughing at myself. I'm laughing at the fact that it's about weed, that she's blaming weed. That she literally said that on the stand. Like her whole testimony has been just absolutely bonkers, y'all. Bonkers. And she goes on to sit there and go, I was there to protect him. I wanted to protect him. But she's taking photos of him. She's trying to protect him, but she was taking photos of him the entire damn time. Right. Taking photos that now look like, maybe these things were staged. Maybe these things were made up, like the lines of the cocaine and the beers and all that stuff. Everything seemed to be perfectly put together. Then on top of that, she did say that it was a prank. Even Johnny was like, yeah, when I called her about this, she said, lighten up. It's just a joke. It's a prank. Human feces in your bed, in your marital bed. Chill, man. It's just a joke. Then later on, she blamed it on the dog. And now she's still blaming it on old Boo. And Boo ain't even around to defend his own self. That's really messed up. No accountability. Patricia Hassett, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She never takes any responsibility for anything. It's always someone else's fault. Absolutely. What in the hell? Now, we got to go into this. I kind of sidestepped a little bit. I stepped in the name of Pooh. Okay. So we got to step back into this. Okay. So after we got done with that boring ass stuff, we just got through the broad strokes. We painted by numbers with Elaine's examination and questions and all that. And of course, everything is just one big fabrication. Everything's just one big lie. We took a little bit of a lunch break. And we came back, or actually, we took a little bit of a break. I'm sorry. And then we came back to this absolutely crazy annihilation. This was like watching like a boxing match. And you're just like, man, I know what this guy is up against. Like you're about to go fight Mike Tyson. Okay. And you're just going, oh, well, he might get a few licks in. It doesn't even. Oh my God. And it doesn't even happen. The dude just gets knocked the out, man, just knocked out. And you're like, well, you know, at least you tried. So at least you tried, champ. It's all about just getting in there. You won once you stepped in that ring. You know what I'm saying? The BS that we tell each other so we could go to bed at night. Okay. Linda, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate it. So let's get into this piece. We got to look at some of these moments because it was right off the bat. This woman, holy cow. This woman did not care. Did not care. So let's see how she started. Let's relive these wonderful moments.
Mr. Depp won't look back at you.
Right here, right off the bat. This is how they started it.
Mr. Depp. Mr. Depp hasn't looked at you once this entire trial, has he?
Not that I've noticed.
No.
You've looked at him, though, many times, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
You know exactly why Mr. Depp won't look back at you, don't you?
I do.
He promised you you would never see his eyes again. Isn't that true?
I don't recall if he said that.
One of the last times you ever saw Mr. Depp was when you met him in San Francisco in July of 2016, right?
That was the second to last time I saw him, yes.
And this was after you had publicly accused him of domestic violence.
I got my restraining order before that, yes. Mm-hmm.
And this is after you had obtained the domestic violence restraining order against him.
That's correct.
Let's please play Plaintiff's Exhibit 1229. For the record, it's at 1101 through 1209. I'm going to ask that it be admitted into evidence.
Any objection to 1229?
Yes.
All right, 1229, you want to enter it in its entirety?
Yes, please.
Okay, 1229 entered in its entirety. Go ahead and play your section.
No. Oh, no, a hug will save it all. All this, everything we
I just wanted to touch you.
Really? After all this shit you just said?
I just wanted to give
After
you
all
a
this
hug.
shit you fucking accused me of? You want to touch me?
Please stop me.
Now, if I'm correct, really quick, before we continue on with this part, if I'm correct, this sound bite is from when he she was breaking her own TRO, her own temporary restraining order against him. And suddenly she's going, "Oh, I want to get back. I want you to hold me, blah blah blah." Like, I don't understand where this came from. But real talk, she was violating her own restraining order, y'all. She's in his place saying, "I just want to cuddle and be with you," and blah blah blah. And he's like, I'll continue it. But who does that? She filed a DV TRO, a DV temporary restraining order against this guy. And now she's in the crib going, "Please, please, please come back. I love you. I'm going to violate this BS that I created." And the only reason why she's violating this is because it is BS. It's all a lie. It all comes down to this now. I'm fully convinced that she is lying about everything. There may be some bits of truths in here, maybe about his sobriety, maybe about his struggles with staying straight and staying clean. Sure. But him actually doing any of the things that she is saying that he did, I have yet to see anything that is true right now. This cross-examination right off the bat was just an annihilation. She was destroyed. This woman came in and dropped napalm, okay? This is so crazy what this woman did. How she's lying on the stand consistently, every single topic that they talked about. Also, a lot of things that she is saying are not even going with what she said earlier in the trial too. Now I am seriously, fully convinced that this woman is just straight lying. And I get it that there are Team Ambers out there, Team Herds out there. And hey, I get it. I understand why you want to stand with her. But all the facts and evidence are going a completely different way. And we're about to relive it all again for all y'all in the nosebleed seats because I love you, baby. And it just, oh my good Lord. Man, y'all, if you aren't watching the lives with me when we are doing the watch parties in the morning, y'all need to start watching with me when you get time because it gets very interesting and it gets very colorful. Okay? Let me just say that. Okay? Hold up. Cutie Pie, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Come on, preach. Love your commentary. Today was WWE Rebirth. I mean, she got destroyed. This is, and now I'm just like, nah. This leaves a nasty, filmy aftertaste in my mouth. This is just wrong. So let's continue. But this is the TRO. This is the moment where she's violating her own restraining order, temporary restraining order against this man that she claims was beating her. That's why he's sitting there going, I never want to see you. You will never see my eyes. Do not touch me. What are you doing here? So let's go.
Please stop. Please, I just wanted to hug you and say bye. I didn't want to get in back.
We did that last time. It's fine. That was good enough. No, because I'm nothing to you. And I will always be nothing to you.
Calm.
What? You're not my shrink.
Your head's not hard. Please just calm.
No, you're fucking hard. No, we'll never see each other again. We won't. Don't take my fucking glasses off. You know, my fucking looking at not my fucking eyes. You will not see my eyes again.
Real quick, do you blame him for being that pissed off? I don't. And this is insane. That's a crazy thing to do. Have a restraining order, and then you violate your own restraining order by showing up to his crib, begging for him to come back, to hold you and be there for you. Yet you put out all this BS, a smear campaign. Then you say, oh, I forgot about the big part. We talking about mothers. Okay, I forgot about the big part. Let me tell you something, y'all. She even said that the op-ed was not about Johnny Depp. She even said the op-ed is not about Johnny Depp. It's about the things that she dealt with after the divorce. So then who DV'd, SA'd, and SV'd you? Then she goes, but of course he thought it was about him because everything's about Johnny. Okay, we're going to continue here. I'm just saying, this is not good at all. Any person that has been on that team, I'm telling you, all this sways to the other side. Johnny Depp is walking out of here vindicated, I have a feeling, unless she has better witnesses that are going to come in. Better witnesses. She does not need to be on that stand anymore. But we still have to deal with her for one more day at least. Because Camille Vasquez is going through these moments, these key points, these bullet points, lickety split. She's like, bow, 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 bow. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. She's not sitting around like Elaine, just sitting there milking it and just stirring the pot. She is just going bow, 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 bow. Literally, she ain't got no time for no liars. And this woman's lying through her teeth. Let's see how she does.
You and Mr. Depp in that recording.
That is.
And this is from when you and Mr. Depp met in San Francisco in July of 2016, right?
Yes, that's what it sounds like. That was in the hotel. We met once after that as well.
This is after you publicly accused him of domestic abuse.
Yes, and got my TRO.
And he tells you, you will not see my eyes again, doesn't he?
Yes, he does in that recording.
And he kept that promise, hasn't he?
As far as I know, he cannot look at me.
He won't look at you, right, Ms. Heard?
He can't.
One of the first questions your counsel asked you on direct is, why are you here? Do you remember that?
I do.
Let's please play Plaintiff Exhibit 357A, which is already in evidence, Your Honor. And for the record, it's 2122 through 2140.
Right, and see what the jury and judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence, and yes. It's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
That's your voice on that recording, right?
Yes, it is.
And you were speaking with Mr. Depp?
Yes.
And you said to Mr. Depp, quote, you can please tell people that it was a fair fight and see what the jury and the judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp, a man, a victim too of domestic violence, end quote. That's what you said, right?
Mm-hmm. I was saying it to the man who beat me up, yes. I thought it was preposterous.
And the man you beat up numerous times. Right, Ms. Heard?
I could never hurt Johnny.
Okay, that's cap. I'm now at that place where I'm like, this is all just straight cap. Here it is, though. You got a person who thinks that because she can hide behind this whole Me Too movement right now, she thinks she's untouchable. Therefore, she thinks that she can have the audacity to be on the phone and say, go ahead and say all that stuff, Johnny. Go ahead, because nobody's going to believe you because you're a man. Literally. That's what goes down here. Period. She clearly thinks she's untouchable. Clearly. With that whole nanny boo boo. Oh, boo boo. Boo. Oh, boo. But the nanny boo boo thing, you know what I mean? Like just taunting him, being like, oh, you want to be weak, Johnny? You want to be a little B? You want to be a little B word? Just saying. This is really bad. Really bad. Let's go. Oh, there's
You're
more.
here in this courtroom because Mr. Depp finally told the world that he is a victim of domestic violence.
I know that he is suing me and has sued other people or corporations that have said that as well.
You didn't think he would tell the world he was a victim of domestic violence, did you?
I found it hard to believe that he could or that he would do that, considering the relationship he and I had. I thought it would be crazy for him to do so, knowing what I know we lived through.
Man. But notice she has notice her demeanor. Her whole demeanor's changed completely because she's obviously trying to find ways to still come out of this on top. And she's trying to find, in her mind, she's doing gymnastics and trying to find ways to answer these things so that she still sounds like she is a victim. Without actually saying she's a victim, because she even said, I've never called myself a victim, which is very interesting as well. But Camille continues.
Or, as you said to him in that recording, who was going to believe that Johnny Depp, a man, is a victim of domestic violence, right?
With all due respect, I wasn't saying it because he's a man. I was saying it because he's a man who beat me up for 5 years.
Mr. Depp is your victim, isn't he?
No, ma'am.
And once he left you, you continued to abuse him publicly by calling him an abuser, didn't you?
He is an abuser, and you can look either of us up online and figure out who's being abused online.
Let's look at some of that.
Okay.
Mr. Depp wears rings on every finger, doesn't he, Ms. Heard?
That's my experience, yes.
And they're not delicate rings, are they?
No, they are not.
Okay, so this is when it gets really, really good. So I'm just going to say that really quick. This is when it gets really good. Like I said, it's not even 15 minutes into this biznai, and this woman is not she is literally, she clamped on. It's like one of those boa constrictors or like something like that, you know, like those boa constrictors. As soon as they get a grip on you, if you keep on wiggling, they just get tighter and tighter and tighter around you until they snuff you out. This is literally what she is doing right now. I ain't even a lawyer, and I know exactly what she's doing right now. She's going, oh, I see something, and she's going straight for it. She's just going like this, just getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. She's like, you dead yet? No, I'm gonna go a little bit tighter. That's literally what's happening right now. Because later on, you could tell that Amber Heard's sweating. First time you could ever see perspiration on her face. And no, it's not tears. It is perspiration, sweat, not tears. This is amazing. But I got a super chat real quick. Okay. Let me get that super chat. There it is. Aaron, Faith, Hope, Love. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I wish there was some way to find out if Boo is still alive and a way for Johnny to get Boo back. Poor Boo. Yeah, I feel bad for Boo too. You know what I'm saying? That little dog didn't do nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? He just, you know, he just peed. She just peed and pooped in places. It's all good. I ain't here to judge. You know what I mean? It's a dog, you know? But damn, she did not have any love for that dog. She's throwing that dog under the bus as much as she can. I guarantee you, she's gonna blame Boo for everything. Where's the footage of the domestic, the DV and the moments of abuse? She's just gonna sit there and go, oh yeah, no, Boo took it. Boo ate it. Boo jumped into my phone and digitally ate the footage. My Lord, she gonna blame everything on this dog. Let's go. This is rapid fire too, and it's amazing.
Every one of his fingers is adorned, your words, big, chunky rings. Isn't that right?
That's my experience of him.
And Mr. Depp is always wearing rings, right, Ms. Heard?
That's my experience of him.
And you've never known him not to wear these rings.
That's my experience, is he normally wore rings, yes.
So Mr. Depp was wearing these big, chunky rings on every finger, every incident of abuse you've described to this jury, right?
I can't say for certain it was in every single incident.
But you've never known him not to wear rings, right?
In general, my experience with Johnny is that he wears rings almost all the time.
Ms. Heard, do you recall giving testimony in a deposition in this matter in January of this year?
I do.
Can we please play from your deposition, day 2, 512, page 512, lines 11 through 15?
You said he hit you and he was wearing rings, right, Ms. Heard? So he hit you with rings on every finger?
I don't know if I've ever known Johnny to not wear rings.
Yeah.
Ms. Heard, you testified to an incident in March of 2013 where Mr. Depp hit you in the face multiple times. Do you recall that?
Yeah. That's correct.
And you testified, quote, you don't know how many times he hit you in the face.
That's correct.
So Mr. Depp hit you in the face multiple times while he was wearing rings on this occasion, correct?
Which occasion in March are you referencing? You weren't
The
specific.
testimony that you gave on
Let me say this.
day 15 of this trial.
Let me say this really quick. Amber's trying to play with them too now. If you don't notice that, she's like, oh, which one then? She's trying to trip her up too. She ain't dumb, because it gives her a chance to come up with the next lie, to come up with what she's going to say next, whether that's true or not, whether it's a lie or the truth. It gives her a moment to breathe while she's tripping up the lawyer who's crossing her right now as well. It's fascinating. But if you know a liar, if you know that their patterns, you can catch it real quick. And that's exactly what she's trying to do right now. Like, oh, which one exactly? Because it gives her time to think.
March of 2013. You weren't specific as to the day.
There were several incidents.
The one where
Throw
he
it back.
hit you several times in the face.
I'm sorry, just so I understand better. There were several incidents in March. Which one are you asking me about?
The time that he hit you several times in the face wearing rings.
Well, he pretty much
March of
always,
2013.
right. What are you asking me? I'm sorry.
He was wearing rings on that occasion.
I pretty much always knew him to wear rings.
Okay.
Let's please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 170A, which is already in evidence, Your Honor.
Oh, man. This morning's live was
You
amazing.
testified that this is a picture you took after that incident, right, Ms. Heard?
Yes, that was one where he grabbed me.
And hit you in the face so many times that you don't remember.
Several times
Isn't
in the
that
face.
correct?
That's correct.
And there's no injuries to your face in this picture, are there?
Not that this picture shows.
Okay.
And there's no
Okay. Sorry.
medical records reflecting that you sought treatment after this alleged incident either.
I did not seek medical treatment at this time.
So there's no medical records reflecting any injuries to your face after he hit you several times.
I did not need to go to the doctor at the time.
Okay. Pausing it here really quick. Look at this photo right here. She says that this photo was documenting the moment where he was on, like, punching her in the face, hurting her face. Is there any injuries in her face? She shows an injury on her arm. Now, she could have been doing a movie at this moment where there was some fight choreography and she got hurt while doing choreography. She could have been doing Taibo lessons. I don't know. She could be doing kickboxing or something like that. She could have just bumped herself against something randomly while she was out belligerently drunk with Johnny Depp. The possibilities are endless here with the arm part. But look at her face, though. Is there any proof of damage or abuse to her face? And she says, this is a photo that shows you without a shadow of a doubt that Johnny Depp was being abusive and violent with her. In the face. Do we see it in the face? I can answer it for you guys. Hail to the no. Okay? See, now this is the reason why I get very, very mad and upset, because you got a woman who is sitting here saying something that could very well be true. It could be. But where's the footage? Where's the actual proof of said trauma to face? She says a full-on story on the stand for the past few days. And throughout the entire thing, she says, this man got into my face and just started pummeling my face. He had rings on. There's more to this. We go through other pieces of footage, but where is the key evidence that shows that she has really been rocked? Imagine getting punched in the face with a handful of rings. He's wearing a handful of rings right now. Probably the same rings he would wear all the time while he was allegedly attacking her. You know for a fact those rings would have done a lot more damage than just a little bruise on the arm. I'm just saying it. And that's the damn truth. Let's continue. Because Amica cream, I feel like that movie from Dog Day Afternoon. Attica! Or something like that, right? I feel like it should be Amica,
Despite hitting you several times that you lost count with rings on his fingers.
That's correct. I did not seek medical attention other than my therapist.
You testified to another incident in March of 2013 where Mr. Depp hit you while he was wearing a lot of rings. Do you remember that testimony?
Yes, ma'am.
And you testified you felt like your lip went through your teeth and it got a little blood on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I remember that.
There isn't a picture of you with injuries after that alleged incident, is there?
Negatory.
I don't know if I've seen one. I can't recall. There are a lot of pictures.
You didn't produce any photographs after that alleged incident, did you?
I don't know if I took one or if it's included. I'm not quite sure which ones.
You didn't show any pictures to this jury after describing that alleged incident, that your teeth your lip went into your teeth. You don't remember that, right? You didn't show any pictures to this jury after describing that incident, right?
Did she?
I don't believe I've seen that picture admitted.
You hear that? Excuse me. But did you hear that? Apparently she has footage, more footage somewhere out here that allegedly her legal team has. And she's saying now that there's footage, but they haven't admitted it to the court as evidence. Where is it? Then where is it? And if that really is on your team, your team heard, then you need to fire every single last one of them. Because if you have that footage or that picture or whatever that proves seriously some real damage to your face after said incident, this would totally vindicate everything that she says. But where is it? Where is it, guys? Where is it? Let's continue. It's just so frustrating and mind-blowing. And kind of satisfying, of course, too, because it's just showing that she's not telling the truth. That maybe there are some moments here. Maybe there are. Let's just be real. Maybe there are some moments where they had some serious, they got into fisticuffs. Maybe there were. But where's the footage? And if she had that footage, this would change the story. This would change the conversation so quickly.
That picture doesn't exist.
I don't know which one you're talking about. We have pictures from March 2013, yes.
The only picture that you've produced and shown to this jury is the one that was just put up on the screen, where you said he hit you multiple times in the face, and you appear to have what is a bruise on your arm, correct?
I believe this is the only picture that's in evidence right now.
That's the only picture you've shown to this jury from March 2013, correct?
I believe so.
You testified about an incident in Russia on or about June 26, 2013. Do you remember that?
Yes, that's correct.
You testified that Mr. Depp, quote, whacked you in the face.
That's correct.
And you went to the bathroom after that, right?
I did.
And then, according to your testimony, when you came out of the bathroom, Jerry Judge, Mr. Depp's security guard, who's passed away, pointed out that your nose was bleeding, right?
He did that in the hallway.
And you said you hadn't known that your nose was bleeding until Jerry Judge pointed it out to you?
Yes, that's correct. I was unaware until he brought it up to me. I didn't see it when I was in the bathroom, but I wasn't looking.
So it's your testimony that you went into the bathroom and didn't look in the mirror, which I assume was in the bathroom, to notice that your nose is bleeding?
That's not why I went into the bathroom. I went into the bathroom crying. I don't even know if I paid attention to the mirror. I certainly didn't enough to notice any blood.
Okay. Let's look at this real quick. Okay. And I love every single last one of y'all who are coming in and chopping it up with us. Welcome to the show. Thank you guys so much. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Send those likes past 2,000 likes. I'd love to see it go past 2K. I'd really, really appreciate it. I'm up here late at night for my time because I'll be up again tomorrow morning to watch the live again. And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you are interested in this story and many, many other stories that I talk about live on the show right here on this platform called The Pascal Show. Hit that subscribe button. But here it is. She says she went into the bathroom and then she walked back out. She didn't even look at the mirror. Okay, let me say something to y'all. Don't we all look in the mirror when we're like washing our hands or right before we go and do a number one or number two? Don't we kind of do, or when we about to walk out the bathroom, don't we look in the mirror? That's just kind of how we do things. How do you go into the bathroom and not wash your hands and not look in the mirror randomly? Even a glance, even a little, just this and moving on, just to make sure you together. So you're telling me she didn't look in the mirror as she was in the bathroom doing whatever she said she was doing, crying and whatnot, trying to put herself back together. And if she was trying to put herself back together, wouldn't you want to look in a mirror to make sure you are put back together? Then let's talk about this again too here. Going out. She goes out into the out of the bathroom, and Jerry Judge, whom is not alive anymore, but apparently she's claiming he saw her with a bloody nose. She went to the bathroom, came out with a bloody nose. Why do you think that there was blood coming out her damn nose? We already know the story about her having a really good time with the cocaine. She likes to say she doesn't do that stuff. Not anymore, at least. But you're telling me that she doesn't do a little sniff, a little snort every once in a while, a little toot. And then all of a sudden, boom. You walk out and suddenly you have a little leakage going on up in the nostril area. Just saying. But Jerry Judge is the only person who is alive, who is dead right now, is the only person that saw her with this bloody nose that she says she had. Come on. And she didn't look at herself in the mirror. You're a model and an actress, and you make money off your damn face. You make millions of dollars just standing there looking pretty and saying lines just like this. Oh, my God. Aquaman, there's a wall of water coming towards our faces. Oh, my God. Act scared and run away. You're telling me you make millions of dollars with your face. You didn't look at yourself in the mirror on the way out the door from dropping a deuce. You know what that also means? That also means you didn't wash your damn hands while you went and take a piss or you went to take a dump. You nasty. I'm just saying. Think about it, y'all. We all look in the mirror. Doesn't matter how vain or non-vain we are. We all look in the mirror real quick to make sure we cool before we walk out the door of the bathroom. Because we usually go and wash our hands after what? We make a deposit at the toilet. I'm just saying, wash your damn hands. My Lord. Tracy E., thank you so much for the $20 super chat. But let's continue with this craziness. Like I said, she doesn't wash her hands, allegedly. She doesn't wash her hands.
And you didn't take any pictures of your bloody nose either, did you?
I did not.
But pictures were taken of you in Russia, though. Isn't that correct?
Yes, that's correct. We had a press or a dinner.
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1248. Ms. Heard, this is a picture of you and Mr. Depp in Russia, correct?
That's correct.
I'm going to move to admit.
All right, no objection. 1248 in evidence. You can publish.
And this is you and Mr. Depp in Russia for the Lone Ranger premiere, correct?
It was a dinner function, I believe, in promotion of the movie.
Okay.
Wasn't the premiere, if I recall.
Okay.
You don't have any visible injuries to your face, do you?
None that you can see.
0.
Let's look at Plaintiff's Exhibit 1249. This is a picture of you, isn't it right?
That's correct.
I'm going to move to admit Exhibit 1249.
All right, 1249 in evidence.
Another good photo.
This is also a picture from when you were in Russia for the Lone Ranger premiere, right?
That is correct.
And you have no visible injuries to your face, do you?
None that you can see.
Even though Mr. Depp whacked you in the face so hard that your nose bled?
He did.
While wearing chunky big rings, right?
That's correct.
You also testify that Mr. Depp, again, whacked you in the face after the Met Gala in May of 2014, right?
That is correct.
We're going to get
You
to
testified that you thought he hit you so hard he broke your nose.
We're going to stop right there for a second. Okay. Because this part gets really good too. Like I said, Camille came in. The team and Camille came correct. They came ready. They came prepared. And they were ready to hand her the heat. She's getting exactly what she deserves, y'all. Real talk. But look at those photos. The stupidest part of it, and I'm going to read this super chat here in a second. The worst part of it all right now is that every time she says that there was a moment of violence, of absolute vicious violence done onto her, there's always a moment that goes on the day or two after said violence goes down. For example, something like this, a premiere to the Lone Ranger, right? Footage the day after he allegedly beat her. There's footage, photos of her looking glamorous, face beat to the gods. And you're telling me that she had were there any lesions? Were there any scars, scratches, bruises, bumps? Nothing. Did you see anything on her face? And that's the very next day. She did not think about this. She did not think of these things through at all. Did not think any of these things through at all. Tamara Whitehurst, thank you so much for your $10 super chat. Thank you for doing this for us who want a breakdown that's not super law or school overview, but is intelligent. Thank you. Yes, I'm not a law student. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. I just like calling people on their BS. And also thank you for what us daytime watchers know is a real-time sacrifice. Thank you. I really do appreciate you saying that. But it's been really fun going through this stuff with y'all. It's been a roller coaster ride, and it's been very entertaining to see how this woman is starting to fall apart. Yeah, she's starting to fall apart, y'all. It's bad. But like I said, she's coming up with no footage. And you got to tell me, she looks great in those photos. I'm not a fan of her, but she does. Her face looks good. It's good makeup, all that stuff. You're telling me if she had a broken nose or a black eye or some sort of bumps and scratches and bruises on her face, you don't think that would show a little bit? Not even a little bit through the makeup? Makeup can only do so much, y'all. The makeup can only do so much. These lies are definitely starting to unravel. Yes, Rebecca Candler. She looks flawless. She looks camera ready. She looks like a movie star. There's no way a movie star would have been able to do that with a beat up face. But like I said, she picked the wrong days, y'all. She picked the wrong days to sit there and go, oh, it was the day before this, and the day before this black tie event, and the day before this premiere that he did these things. But then she would wear something that would show nothing but skin. And if there were scratches and bruises and all that stuff, if he tortured her, there's no proof of that. None of them. She looks like a movie star.
That's correct.
You said your nose was, quote, swollen, discolored, red.
That is correct. I took a picture of that.
You testified you took a picture of your face after this.
I did.
But you didn't show that picture to the jury, did you?
I would like to.
But you didn't show it, did you?
That's not up to me.
What? See.
You understand you were under an obligation.
See what I'm saying? Oh my God. Like, that's why I didn't want to go, clip by clip by clip, because the whole thing is just fire. Because you see countless times she is showing she's floundering. Yes, I said it. She's floundering. She's floundering, y'all. She's grasping it. She's trying to find anything. And now she's just trying to take down her whole legal team. She's like, it's not my job. I just saw David Marks. Real talk. She really said it was not my job to pull up the footage because I have photos. The photos are there. Then why aren't they there? You think that if they had a photo of him standing over her face, over her, about to pummel her. You don't think they would throw that out first, right off the bat? With Dr. Hughes and her lying ass too? Just throw all that out there. What do you think of this footage? This photo of Johnny Depp trying to cut her with a broken glass or something like that. Here's footage live in Technicolor right here. You don't think they wouldn't come out of the gate with that ish? Lickety split? That's insane, guys. That's insane. Sorry. But you cannot sit here and turn to the team and say, or turn to these lawyers here and go, that's not my job. Sorry. I got the footage, but they didn't use it. You don't talk to your lawyers every single day. You don't communicate with your team. You just jump into your Chevy Tahoe and drive off. I don't even know if it's a Tahoe, but you know what I'm saying. You just jump into your truck and drive off and kick rocks and have no conversation with your team. That's idiotic. And these responses make it seem like she is lying. Makes it seem like she is floundering and trying to find anything, so she will throw everyone under the bus except herself. Aaron Faith, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You think as many lies as she's told throughout her life that she'd be a better liar. Facts. And there's so many stories, man. So many stories that have popped off that we've talked about over the past week. But now we're starting to see her true colors are coming out. This is who she really is. Unfortunately. And this really pisses me off because, like I've said a million times before, every person who is a survivor, an actual victim of DV is looking at this and she's making a mockery. She's making a mockery out of every victim of the Me Too movement and of DV. And it just pisses me off.
To produce all photographs after any alleged incidents of violence, right, Ms. Heard?
I produced everything.
Watch her flounder. See?
You didn't produce any photographs after the Met Gala.
I produced everything.
Lies. Well, maybe
You
she
also
did
understand
produce
that you're
everything.
under an
Maybe she really did produce everything, but that's all she's got. You see what I'm saying? All the footage she has is the footage she has. But she wants to add more stuff saying, oh, I have more stuff. So she's just straight lying through on the stand. These are all little white lies that she just keeps on saying because she's trying to save face. It's just wrong, y'all. It's just wrong.
obligation to produce all medical records reflecting any injuries you allegedly sustained from Mr. Depp, correct?
That's correct.
And you haven't produced any pictures or any medical records reflecting a broken nose after the Met Gala in May of 2014, have you?
I have given everything to my lawyers, everything. I've turned over literally everything that I have.
Is it your testimony, Ms. Heard, that you sought medical treatment after Mr. Depp allegedly broke your nose after the Met Gala?
Not after the Met Gala. I did not seek medical attention, no.
You also attended an event after the Met Gala in May of 2014, didn't you?
That is correct.
Here we go.
You went to the All-Star Comedy Tribute to Don Rickles.
That is correct.
This
That
part
was
is
the
amazing.
next night after the Met Gala.
That is correct.
And there were pictures of you taken at this event.
Yes.
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1252. This is a picture of you, Ms. Heard,
Yes, it is.
at that event,
Yes, it is.
the night after the Met Gala,
Yes, it is.
the night after Mr. Depp allegedly broke your nose.
I'm not sure if it was broken, for the record.
How do you not know if you have a broken nose or not? Ladies and germs, for those of y'all who have had a broken nose, whether through sports or whether through getting into a fight and whatnot, how do you not know you have a broken nose? Just asking. Please tell me. How do you know? How would you not know that you have a broken nose or not? Just asking for a friend. We're going to continue on this BS, but hey, interesting. She says she's not sure if she had a broken nose. See how she's backtracking? See how she's floundering and trying to find any excuse under the sun? And going, well, I'm not really sure. But hold on. Let's continue here, shall we?
But yeah, you should see what it looked like underneath the makeup.
You should see what it looks like underneath the makeup. Okay, baby. All right, sweetheart. You know what would have been really great? Let me just, it's an idea. Pull up your phone and you take a photo of that actual thing that actually happened. Instead of saying, well, you should have been there, man. You should have been there. Caught a fish this big, man. You should have been there, man. Take the photo. I'm sorry. It all goes down to this. If you're out here trying to prove a person is doing said thing and people are not believing you, you show up with the Carfax. You show up with the footage. And right now, she ain't got no footage, but she's sitting here going, well, you should have been there, man. You should have been there. Pretty gnarly, man. Should have been there. No, I don't want to be there. I need the footage right now. You're talking about $100 million that you want this man to fork over to you. $100 million. Where is the footage? That's it. And now she's going, you should have been there, man. Man, I surfed a wave like this huge, this big, man. Cowabunga, you should have been there, man. I don't want to be there, man. I just want to see the photo. Period. Show me the Carfax. Quit lying.
He whacked you so hard in the face that you thought you had broken your nose.
Exactly.
Right. Permission to admit this photograph.
Come
All right,
on.
1252.
Come on with it.
In evidence.
Blammo. Let me say
This is a
something.
picture of you, Mr. Depp, and Don Rickles,
Ooh.
right?
That is correct.
Let me say something about this picture. Okay. R.I.P. Don Rickles. Okay. Let me just say that really quick. R.I.P. All right. To Don Rickles. Man was very, very funny. Cutthroat as hell. He is that close to Amber Heard. Amber Heard looks great. Even Johnny Depp looks really, really good. They all look very good, very put together. Now, let me ask you something. If Don Rickles was there and he's that close to her face and her nose was broken, you don't think Don Rickles would have said something? Hey, sweetheart, you okay? Everything all right? What's up? You don't think he would have gone to Johnny and said, hey, what's good? Or wouldn't she have a story of saying, even Don Rickles came up to me and asked me what was up and what was wrong with me. He could see lesions on my face. He could see the bruises. He could see the broken nose. But apparently she's claiming that let me blow that back up. I'm sorry, but she's claiming that she looks totally fine. She looks very well put together. She looks, like I said, like a movie star. And yet, she's saying she had a maybe broken nose in this and said, without the makeup on, you should have seen what he did to my face. With his said rings on his hands, punching her so hard that she had all this mess in her face. Where is it? Where's a fresh face photo of her fresh out of the shower after all the makeup has been wiped off? Where is that? And would she actually sit there right next to Johnny after she had been rocked in the face like that? Wouldn't she be like trying to run solo somewhere, take some photos with other stars, so on and so forth? Wouldn't she try to stay far away from this man because he just hurt her so severely? I'm just saying. It just doesn't make sense. Don Rickles is right there in her face. If he saw some signs of trauma, you don't think he would say something? I know it's Don Rickles. He's an old man and all that, but at the same time, what's up with that? Someone explain that to me. It just doesn't work for me, guys. It just doesn't work for me. Okay? It's just not. But apparently the Amica cream is amazing. Apparently the Amica cream is life.
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1253.
Another one.
This is another picture from that evening, right, Ms. Heard?
Yes, it is.
permission to Depp at the event the night after Mr. Depp allegedly whacked you in the face so hard you thought he had broken your nose.
He did whack me in the face, and I did think it broke my nose.
And this is you the night after.
Yes, it is.
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1254. This is also a picture of you at the same event, correct, Ms. Heard?
That is correct.
Move to admit Plaintiff's Exhibit 1254.
All right, 1254 in evidence. You can publish. Thank you.
And just to confirm now that the jury can see it, this is a picture of you at the same event, the night after Mr. Depp allegedly whacked you in the face so hard you thought he broke your nose.
Look at that.
This is a picture of me after he did whack me in the face.
The night after, right?
Yes, it is. I believe it was the night after, yes.
Your nose doesn't appear to be injured in any of these pictures, does it, Ms. Heard?
I'm wearing makeup.
Your nose doesn't appear to be injured in any of these pictures, does it, Ms. Heard?
That's why I'm wearing makeup.
Right. And makeup covers up swelling, right?
Makeup will not cover up swelling. Ice will, though.
Ice will cover up swelling?
Ice reduces swelling. Normally, the swelling after that kind of injury is not as bad as you might imagine. And for me, it wasn't that bad. I have a picture of it underneath the makeup. That's how I know how to reference it.
A picture you haven't produced or shown to
did.
this jury, right, Ms. Heard?
I produced everything.
But you haven't shown it to this jury.
I would very much like to. It's not my job.
Again, very much like to. It's not my job. Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. There could very well be a thing. There very well could be a situation here where she really does have this footage. She could. She could very well have this footage. So we got to play that other side of the fence, too. And for some weird reason, if they don't go back and if her team doesn't come back and cross-examine again, there's no other chance to really put that stuff out there. None. So they have to put, if they have that footage, they need to be putting that footage out immediately. Immediately. And it better not be the "I shall return" photo with the Post-it note and her smirking and stuff, because that just seems diabolical. But she could very well have this footage, but I keep wondering why. Why would they not put this out a long ass time ago? Plenty of opportunities to show photos of her beaten that were, if she has really good footage, where is it? Where is it, y'all? That you cannot tell me that this is a face that's been beat up. I'm sorry. And I know, sure, you could sit there and say, oh, so the guy or the person, the photographer who took this photo at this event could have photoshopped it to clean up her face. Sure. But you don't think that Johnny Depp's team wouldn't do their due diligence, asking them for the raw footage? And a flash on a camera is very unforgiving. The whole purpose is to be as flawless walking out the door, as picture ready as you can. So it doesn't matter what angle you are standing in, you look like $1 million freaking dollars. And we're seeing right now, this ain't no Photoshop. This is her face. Where are the bruises? Where are the cuts on her body, on her arms, the bruises on her arms and face, under her eyes? Where are all those things? There's nothing going on here. And there's more. There's so much more. It's unbelievable. Cameras do not lie.
Your Honor, may we approach?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit more. You look at her. She's just like, oh my God, I'm screwed. But she's trying to keep her cool. But she's like, shit. That's literally what she's thinking in her head. throughout the rest of this whole thing, especially when they start going into the whole conversation about the ACLU. Woo! It's amazing. It's amazing. But let's get into this this other premiere, Mordecai.
You didn't show this jury a picture of you at the Mordecai premiere wearing a backless dress, did you?
I haven't had the opportunity to.
Okay.
I assume you have it.
I do.
course she
Let's please
does.
pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1256. This is a picture of you and Mr. Depp, or the back of you, at the Mordecai premiere in Tokyo, correct, Ms. Heard?
That is correct.
Your Honor, I move to admit and publish this picture.
All right, 1256 in evidence.
Look at that. You tell me.
This is you in the backless dress at the Mordecai premiere in Tokyo, right?
That is correct.
You would agree that there are no bruises or visible marks on your back in this picture?
No, not that I could see.
I'll show you one other photo. If we could please have Plaintiff's Exhibit 1257.
It's unbelievable.
This is a front angle picture of you and Mr. Depp at that premiere, correct?
That is correct.
Move to admit Plaintiff's Exhibit 1257.
All right, 1257 in evidence.
I'll show you one more picture. Plaintiff's Exhibit 1258.
It's so bad.
And again, Ms. Heard, this is you and
It's
Mr.
all
Depp
so
at the
bad.
Mordecai premiere.
It's all
Yes,
so
it is.
bad, y'all.
Move to admit Plaintiff's Exhibit 1258.
All right, 1258 in evidence. Publish.
It's all so bad.
And that's the backless dress, right, Ms. Heard?
That is correct.
Again, take a good hard look at the back. Where are the cuts and bruises that she said that she had? He knelt on her back. Like I said, she made these stories, but she didn't look up the stuff that she was wearing the very next day. She would say he was on her back, or he was on her back, I'm sorry, and that he was just kneeling and beating the back of her head, so on and so forth. She says she was in the car, checking for, these cuts and bruises and trying to tend to her wounds. But then the very next day or the day of, she's wearing a backless dress, basically wearing nothing. Nude back. But that's the exact same place in which the dude put his knee on her back and started doing all this crazy stuff to her. So where are the bruises at? And if it was covered in makeup, let me just say this. The tattoos would be covered up. She has tattoos right here on her ribs in the back, right? The makeup would have been covering those things up, or at least smudging it, because it's hard to cover those things. You'd have to put on layers and layers of makeup to cover up tattoos. But that stuff would have been covered up a little bit too. And yet, look at her back. She fine. She good. She Gucci, man. She Gucci.
You also told this jury about an incident in Australia in March of 2015.
Yes, that's correct.
You testified that after this alleged incident, you had cuts on your forearms, right?
Yes, that's true.
And you testified that you had cuts on the bottoms of your feet as well.
Yes, that's true.
And you testified that you had a bruise across your jaw from when Mr. Depp, quote, clocked you in the face, end quote.
That's true.
You didn't take any pictures of these injuries while you were in Australia, did you?
I don't think I took any pictures.
You just took 2 pictures of Mr. Depp's writing on a mirror. Isn't that right?
I believe so, yes.
So you had your phone on you, right?
At some point, I did have my phone.
And your iPad?
I had my iPad, I believe.
You testified that you were also raped with a liquor bottle in Australia, right, Ms. Heard?
Okay, this is the part that really aggravates me here. It's this part. right here. It's this part.
Yes.
You testified you bled from your vagina as a result of that sexual assault.
Yes.
There aren't any medical records reflecting that you sought medical treatment for any of these injuries, are there?
I did not seek medical treatment after Australia, no.
Not for the rape?
No, I did not want to tell anyone.
Not for the cuts?
No.
Not for the injuries to your face?
I didn't need to.
Why didn't you need to? She didn't need to, she said. This man allegedly did the most disgusting thing a person could ever do to another human being. F it. To a woman. She's alleging he did some serious stuff with a bottle. A Maker's Mark bottle. Viciously did something to her. She said she was bleeding. Why wasn't there any documentation from any doctors? Why weren't there any footage taken? I know that's weird to take photos of something that happened down there, but I'm just saying, any of the violations that happened to her body, again, where is the footage? You're telling me this person did the worst thing possible to the person that they're supposed to protect and love unconditionally, and you didn't take a photo or go to a doctor to make sure that weren't any like shards of glass or little bits of anything in that area? You were bleeding there, allegedly. You didn't do anything to make sure everything down there is okay? Like I said, superhuman healing factors in this woman, it seems like. What's going on? How is this even possible? How? And we heard the Australia audio. She's clumping back and forth, walking back and forth. If she really was violated in that heinous and disgusting and vile way, she wouldn't have been able to walk, y'all. She wouldn't have been able to walk, but she's walking back and forth and all that stuff. Having conversations with the doctor, with Dr. Kipper, and with the nurse, walking all over the place, clumping and clumping and clumping. We hear it. It's deafening the amount of walking around she's doing in that damn audio. And you're telling me you didn't go see a doctor, or at least talk to Dr. Kipper to make sure? She never even told Dr. Kipper of what happened to her downstairs. He never tends to her like that. He doesn't tend to her wounds. He gives her a shot to calm her the F down because she's tripping on everything under the sun. But she doesn't claim that in the trial. She claims that she was sober as a judge. Where's the footage? And why wouldn't you document that? At least that. I understand, okay, the first time you don't think, you're not thinking of that thing. But after a few times of alleged attacks, you start taking documents. You start documenting these things. You start taking photos because you don't ever want to forget these things. Because you need those things so you can get the hell out. Show proof positive. Those photos could be your freedom. Those photos could be your safety. And you're telling me that this man did these things and you didn't take not one damn photo? Ay. Okay, moving.
You also told the jury about an incident on December 15, 2015, right?
Where? I'm sorry.
December 15th, 2015.
Yes, that's correct.
You told this jury that after this incident, you had a broken nose.
It certainly felt like it.
Certainly felt like it.
Sir, do you recall giving testimony on day 16th in this trial?
Oh, it's coming up. Oh, we get into the James Corden show.
You weren't
Trust
the youth, right?
and believe.
Yes.
We can have a transcript for the jury. Or, excuse me, for the witness.
I'm going to skip down a little bit.
Lines 8 through 13.
That we wanted to have the option to incorporate it into the movie, so I trained forever, and I have 2 left feet.
Do that again.
And I haven't yet got to
Okay, so first off, I can't play all this. I can't. I'm going to have to skip through this. But look at her hands. Look at her face.
that point, but everything else is working, and I'm acting it up on my face, and I'm selling the ballet, and I think I'm doing really good at this.
Hold on. I'm rolling that back just a little bit.
And I look and I realize like all that stress and fear of performing and doing this thing, it just kind of like funneled out through the.
Okay, look at her arms. Look at her arms. Look at her arms. I know this is only the front, okay? I know we're only seeing the front there, right? But take a look at that. You're telling me, usually if he was like grabbing her on the arms, you know, like this or anything like that, you'd see some prints on her arms. Where are they? Her body's not covered in all makeup, okay? But notice, the only thing that she looks like here.
One thing that I hadn't yet like.
What were your hands doing?
So I'd be doing this amazing, you know, I'd be doing like a jump with a back bend, and you can see this like graceful falling, and my hands are like. And my face though is like I've got that you saw in the clip, like.
Okay, looking at the side view of her face. Where's the bruising at? Where's the broken nose? Or at least it felt like a broken nose. You're telling me she didn't go to no doctor. She just said she had a broken nose because she just felt like it felt like because it felt like it. Okay. I'm a millionaire because it just feels like it. I'm a millionaire. Why? Because I just feel like I got 7 figures in the bank right now. That's just what I feel. Doesn't make any sense now, does it? But look at her hands. Look at her arms. Look at the side of her face, the exact side of her face that got rocked during the alleged Australia incident. Lip, by the way. Even the lip doesn't work for me. I'm going to mute this because, you know, James Corden and all that, they don't mess around with this kind of stuff. So I'm going to play a little bit more so we can all see it. We don't need to hear her talk. The only thing, I was going to say this early, the only thing that looks different on her is that she looks tired as hell. That is it. She looks like she's jet lagged, and she's there to promote her ish and get the hell out. But look at her hands again. Look at her arms. Look at her face. This is a perfect video of her just moving around, having a good time. The only thing that she looks is tired. That is it. Flew in from Australia, for crying out loud. Quite a trip. Quite the trip. But does that look like a person that just had a bottle done on her, if that makes any sense? Because I have to be careful. Does it look like that? She handling herself just fine. Trying to be as charismatic as she can be and as entertaining. But to me, she doesn't look like she's getting, look at that side of her face. She's able to do all this stuff, acting up. doing the moves, with her mouth. If her mouth was really that messed up, she wouldn't be able to do all that, make funny faces and stuff. But we got more here. Let's take a look.
That was you on the James
stoned.
Corden show on December 16th, 2015, right, Ms. Heard?
That was.
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 98.
These photos are amazing.
These are pictures of you on the James Corden show on December 16th, 2015, right, Ms. Heard?
They look like freeze frames, like screen grabs, stills. They're not like it's not like a photo shoot, it doesn't seem.
But on the James Corden show, correct?
From that appearance, yes.
Move to admit and publish Plaintiff's Exhibit 98.
Any objection? All right. And Ms. Bernhardt, you could move the microphone and turn it on for you. So Judy and I are having trouble hearing you.
Sorry about that.
All right. Thank you. All right. 98 in evidence. Thank you.
Again, broken nose. That's the other question too. I love that somebody just said that. Thank you so much. Where did it go? Already then, one, did Wanda see any broken nose? Yes, that's another great question. Did anybody else on sitting right next to her, those other stars that were there, including Wanda, did they see anything? James Corden allegedly said that he didn't see anything on her face. Allegedly, he says he saw her without any makeup on as well before they got ready. He saw no bruises on her face. He saw nothing. Like I said, none of this is none of this is getting backed up properly by her. She has nothing to back up any of these alleged moments of assault so far. Crazy.
That's a photo of you opening your mouth on the right, right?
That's correct.
And again, a larger view of the same photo on the bottom.
That's correct.
With a split lip.
You've seen pictures of it without makeup. Yes.
So you had a split lip when you were moving your mouth that way.
I sure did.
In those photographs.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Nothing at all, y'all.
You did take pictures of your alleged injuries after December 15th, correct? And you showed those to the jury?
I sure did, yes.
Okay. Let's please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 516, which is already in evidence. You testified that this is a picture of you after the incident on December 15th, 2015, right?
It was.
Man, she looks tired. That's all it looks like. To me, it looks like fresh face, tired, not sleeping, probably been up kicking it, doing all kinds of drugs and whatever. And then she took a photo with some chapped lips, just being super dehydrated. But that's just me, though. To me, I don't see black eyes.
And if we could also please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 517, which is also in evidence.
That's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, man.
This is also a picture of you after the incident on December 15th, 2015.
That's correct.
If we could please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 409, which is already in evidence.
Okay.
These pictures ended up in People magazine in June of 2016. Isn't that right, Ms. Heard?
And how the hell did they get into People magazine, y'all? Asking for a friend.
That's correct.
You gave these pictures to People magazine after you publicly accused Mr. Depp of domestic abuse, didn't you?
I didn't personally know.
This was you protecting Mr. Depp after you got the restraining order against him, isn't it?
No, this is him calling me a liar and me forcing to prove it, as I mentioned to you earlier.
So you did give these pictures to People magazine?
No, I gave these pictures actually to my lawyers and my representatives at the time.
So it's your testimony, Ms. Heard, that your lawyers and representatives gave these pictures of their client to People magazine in the middle of a contentious divorce?
I certainly did not personally give it, no.
She's lying. She's got to be lying. This is a full-on lie. How about TMZ with the footage of him slamming the doors, the cabinet doors and all that? You're telling me that just fell off a truck and landed in TMZ's office? I mean, come on. Come on. She's not taking any accountability for anything. Where's the truth here? Stop lying and give us the damn truth, y'all. That's it. That's all we want to hear. I feel like we would be able to walk away and just be like, all right, what's done is done. These are the lies. Here's the truth. And that's it. We'll be fine. Like, fine. We never want to see you in any movies ever again. But hey, you can go and live your life. Live long and prosper. Okay? That's it. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to, find something that makes you happy and, leave the silver screen. That's it. But you got to come correct on these things. This is definitely something that was leaked by her and her team. She said she gave them to her lawyers and stuff. You're telling me she didn't do some business through People magazine, through her lawyers and stuff? Come on. Here's the footage. If I give it to you and it's on the cover of a magazine, on People magazine, then it wasn't from me. Technically, I didn't give it to People magazine, but But we all know the truth. All right?
You also have a medical record from after the December 15th, 2015 incident, don't you?
A partial one, yes.
You went to see Dr. Kipper's office a couple days later.
That's right. He wasn't in the office.
Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 47, which is already in evidence? This is your medical record for December 17th, 2015, isn't it, Ms. Heard?
That's correct.
And this record doesn't document any physical injuries on you, does it?
I don't think so, no. I don't think I spoke to Kipper. I didn't speak to Kipper that day. And
but you went to...
All right, we're going to get to this next part too. But real quick, I got a super chat, so let me get this really quick. Thank you, Luciana. Can you guys see how her way of speaking is now mimicking Dr. Curry? Interesting. Amber has spent the last week watching the doctor that told us up front how she is. That's very interesting as well. That is very, very interesting. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that have been feeling Dr. Curry like a mug. They're feeling her like crazy. So maybe there is a little bit of that going on here. But, we've been seeing her how she's dressing like Johnny and all this crazy stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, we're seeing characteristics that Dr. Curry described her as. But one thing that I thought was interesting too, and this is a little bit of a throwback to Elaine's questioning of Amber Heard, as they were like wrapping it up and all that, they did bring up the whole conversation of bipolar disorder and all that stuff as well. And she said, this is when these are notes from her RN who has worked closely with her for years. And even she was denying the things that were written in the freaking notes from the RN. I'm just like, what is this? This is crazy. How can you sit here and deny the person that supplies you with your medication? How could you deny that they're not doing their job? That the people, that the medication that you take ain't even really the medication you should be taking? That's insane. Miss Kitty, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Why is another party bringing in a makeup artist. Actually, that's a really good point. If Amber was really innocent, she could easily have a makeup artist take the stand. You know what? That's a very good point. Well, here's the thing. There was one person that did like corroborate with her story of the beatdown in Australia, and then she was at the James Corden thing, and she was doing her makeup. But then there was another stylist that was there too, and that stylist sat there and said she looked totally fine. I work closely with her all the time. I see her almost naked all the time. There was no cuts, bruises, no nothing on her. All that she was saying is a lie. So it's kind of hard because it's kind of in between two different things. Who's telling the truth? This side or that side? And that's the issue that we're having right now too. But if she had the footage, if she had photos that actually showed the day after or the day of said violent acts, this would be a totally different conversation. Totally different. But this is crazy. This woman, Camille Vasquez, just keeps going in on her. Absolutely. Because remember, she said, I wanted to protect him. I'm just trying to protect Johnny. Well, these are some fairly good questions here.
Sir, does this refresh your recollection that you did in fact send this picture to your friend Rocky Pennington?
Yes, I did.
You sent it to her on August 7th, 2014 at 11:24 p.m., correct?
That is correct.
So you sent Miss Pennington this picture of Mr. Depp with ice cream spilled on him, right?
That is correct.
And you wrote, quote, "This is what I've been dealing with," end quote. Did I read that right?
You did read that right. That's correct.
And this is you protecting Mr. Depp.
That is me getting support from my best friend.
This is you supporting Mr. Depp.
This is me getting support from my best friend. I also need support.
You weren't afraid the monster would get upset that you took this picture?
This was Opiate Johnny. This is a different version of him. This is Opiate on the Nod Johnny.
And you weren't afraid that Opiate Johnny, or the monster as you called him, would get upset that you sent this picture to your friend?
Well, he's all of those things. Of course he could get upset. Of course that's scary to me, of course. But
didn't stop you from sending this picture to your friend, did it?
why would it?
Mr. Depp's right hand is in his pocket, right, Ms. Heard? In this
Yes,
picture?
that's correct.
You also showed this jury pictures of cocaine. Do you recall that?
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
So please take a look at one of
Let's get to the perfectly staged drug table. Okay.
those. If we could please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 167A, which is already in evidence. Directing your attention, Ms. Heard, to a photograph. This is a photograph you took in March of 2013, right?
That is correct.
And this was taken at your apartment in Orange?
Yes,
And this is your breakfast table?
that is correct.
And it's your testimony that Mr. Depp left this breakfast table just the way you took it.
That is correct.
So this is what the table looked like after Mr. Depp had been doing cocaine?
Well, clearly he has yet to snort these lines.
There are 4 lines of cocaine on this table, right, Ms. Heard?
In this picture, I see 4 lines.
There isn't any cocaine residue around those lines, right?
Not that I can tell, no.
Doesn't really look like anyone's been doing cocaine off that table, does it?
With all due respect, I'm not sure you know how that works.
I'm asking if you do. You've testified you've done cocaine.
I have.
Okay, so this is interesting though. Look at this part. She is literally going, I don't think you understand about the going doing a little toot. All right. Now let's talk about this nose candy really quick. All right. Now there'd be some residue. Not all of it would be gone. There'd be something. If he was already just going brah brah brah, whatever. I don't know how, I don't know how many you're supposed to do or whatever. But at the same time, you're telling me that you go do a line and it's perfectly picked up. You'd have a little bit. There's got to be some little bit of residue. I mean, rolling a joint, and you're rolling it on the table. A little bit gets on the thing. A little residue, little shavings go on the table. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that they just clean it up. You know what I mean? That easily. This does feel a little bit like a setup. There is a half-drunk beer on one side, another one filled in the front. And she points it out, there's a non-lit, freshly made cigarette on the ashtray. There's her cup that she drinks out of, apparently, that she likes to drink out of as well. And his medicine bag over there on the side. And you're telling me that this whole thing, he just got up, put all that up, set that up and just walked away? Wouldn't he just bow, bow, bow? Or at least bow on one and keep it moving? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. This feels like a setup. Like these other photos that she has of him passed out on the floor or passed out with melted ice cream on his lap, or him nodding off. Remember, this is an old man too, guys. He about to push 60. You don't think he go around and sit down and go, you know what I mean? That's it. Don't you think you're going to be like, nod off? I see fellas do that all the time. That doesn't mean that they're in a drunken stupor, but he could also very well be in a drunken stupor when he passes out. But that still does not prove anything about abuse. That does not make him a DV. Doesn't make him be someone who is doing violence. That's it. This all feels like it's been set up to help with her narrative so that she can get whatever she wants. And, the other thing too, let's be real. Let's think about this for a second. What if there was a possibility of her meeting him? She already knows who Johnny Depp is. Yeah, maybe, okay. Maybe there's some truths behind the whole thing of her not knowing his movies. Sure. Okay. Sure. We'll take that as a stretch. We'll take that as a stretch. But she knows exactly who Johnny Depp is. She knew who he was. That's why she went and auditioned for Rum Diaries. And then when she got the gig, she got very excited. And of course, she's putting on her most charming foot forward, trying to be all nice and cute and seductive enough, attractive enough to Johnny Depp, because she knows this is mother-loving Johnny Depp. And dating him could change the trajectory of her career, her money game, and her damn life. You don't think someone's going to sit there and go, well, he's cute and it is Johnny Depp and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to date him. They start dating, but she's in it now and she's in it for the long haul. But maybe she doesn't like him too much. And maybe she's starting to realize that this guy likes to drink a whole lot. And she's very smart. She's a very intelligent woman. So she sits there and she starts piecing these things together and she starts plotting. These moments of him being drunk, these moments where he's lost his mind or doing drugs and whatnot. And she's partook in those moments of getting messed up and drunk and high and everything with him as well. But then she pulls out the phone, starts taking photos, and she starts creating a narrative to find a way to get out of the relationship rather than just saying, I'm not happy and I want to leave. She was trying to find a way to get out of it, and almost like blackmail, to try to get him to give her whatever she wanted so that she can walk out with millions of bags. But those things didn't really work out. Maybe the divorce settlement that she got is not what she wanted. Maybe she wanted more. Maybe she wanted more. And maybe because she didn't get what she wanted, she got upset. and said, oh, instead of me getting the bad name, I'm putting the bad name on Johnny Depp. And now we are in this BS together on this trial. Just saying. Those are the theories. I keep thinking that it feels like this is starting to become a little bit of a setup. We have not seen any viable footage of a beatdown on her. Not once. Not once. But I'm waiting to see who else comes to the stand to take her, to speak on her behalf, to speak on her side. Because I have yet to see anything. We have yet to see anything so far. So right now, everything seems like a lie. DD Rogers, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. All her pictures of Johnny, shy of the kitchen event where he didn't harm her either. Johnny is not active at all, yet he hit all the time and 0 videos. Exactly. Luciana, thank you so much. The white coffee cup proves that she was the one setting up all the pictures. All of them have her cup. Yes, the same cup that she's holding while he's slamming cabinet doors. I mean, it was like her cup. And it's in the footage. It's in that photo right here. Look at it. It's right there, y'all. Look at it. Okay? That's insane, y'all. This is absolutely insane. And Blink Bunny, thank you so much for the $10. You're absolutely correct. You see what I'm saying? She was going for the long con and was thinking that she's going to walk away like a thief in the night with multiple millions of bags. But the funny thing is that she spoke up, started talking, instead of her just saying, F y'all, hell yeah, I'm getting this $7 million. She started talking. She started to squawk. She shouldn't have squawked, because as soon as she squawked, now it's all coming back and biting her in the ass. Because she said, in fact, I don't want his money so bad, I'm going to give it away to the ACLU and to Children's Hospital. We talking about children, y'all. I'm going to donate the money. I want nothing, as she said. I want nothing from him. And no, I didn't marry him for the money. I want nothing. I'm going to give it away because I'm tired of people thinking that I'm just here for the monies. And guess what? She really was. We got to go to that part. So let's go.
Statement reads, Amber Heard appreciates Johnny Depp's novel interest in supporting 2 of her favorite charities, the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union for Domestic Violence, and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. This is great and unexpected news. And it continues. However, if Johnny wishes to change the settlement agreement, we must insist that he honor the full amount by donating $14 million to charity, which, after accounting for his tax deduction, is equal to his $7 million payment obligation to Amber. And it continues. We would also insist that the full amount be paid immediately and not drawn out over many years. Anything less would be a transparent attempt by Johnny's counsel, Laura Wasser and Patty Glazer, to reduce their client's true payment by half under the guise of newfound concern for charities that he has never previously supported, end quote. Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
Thank you. After this, you kept commenting about the donation of your divorce settlement, right?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay. You spoke about donating your divorce settlement on a Danish TV show, correct?
I believe I said I had, I believe I said I donated it to charity, but it was already printed or already commented on and stated in the press. I had already released that information in the press. I think I just confirmed it on that show.
You appeared on a show called RTL Late Night, right?
I don't recall what show it was.
If we could please play Plaintiff's Exhibit 346, which is a portion of your appearance on this program.
I want
And we would
nothing.
ask that it be moved into evidence and ask for permission to publish it.
It contains, it has hearsay, it contains other communications with other individuals.
Your Honor, if we may approach
Okay.
very briefly.
Okay, let's skip to that part. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say one thing about the table, the breakfast table with the snow on it. All right. She even texted her friend saying, "Yay for mornings," which I forgot. Yay also is a slang term for snow, for that Coke. Just saying, for the nose candy, for the, the booger sugar, that white girl. You see what I'm saying? So she was saying Coke for mornings. She was ready to do this ish. You're telling me that was for Johnny? Or maybe they were sharing it together. But she still texts her friend that. Strange, y'all. Very, very strange. But I just wanted to say that really quick. Let's get to this video, because this video is freaking hilarious.
Profit organization in the United States. It's called the American Civil Liberties Union, and they work on behalf of marginalized communities on the ground and in legislative reform.
Right.
And
well, more power to you, because that's something that I've never heard
I wanted nothing.
I wanted nothing. Yes. Lies. Because she was trying to cover her tracks, and she still wanted to look good in the press, and she still wanted to look good for fame. She didn't want to look like some sycophantic, blood-sucking vampire. She wanted to look like she's an angel. All for looks. But then she gets really, really crafty with this ish. Hence the reason why the $14 million. And trying to get him to spend $14 million instead of $7 million. And then she says, "Oh no, Johnny, instead of paying them, you can just pay me, and then I will pay them. Then you don't have to worry about the taxes and what you have to pay more because of what you make and all this crap." She finessed him. But let's continue.
This interview was in October of 2018, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't recall when it was.
It was in 2018, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't remember when this was done.
This was after you had received the full $7 million of your divorce settlement from Mr. Depp, wasn't it?
Again, without knowing when it was recorded, I have no idea.
The $7 million divorce settlement was paid to you in full by February of 2018, right?
That's correct.
Let's take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 1458, which is already in evidence. This is the deal point memorandum from your divorce settlement, right, Ms. Heard?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
And if we go down to the bottom of page 4, there's a heading labeled equalization payment. Do you see that?
Yes.
And underneath,
This is when it gets all glitchy, but
Overrule objection. Go ahead.
thank you, Your Honor. And you were here in court when Mr. White testified that the payments were all made on schedule, right?
I don't believe they were. He might have
That's
testified
not my
to
question, Ms. Heard. My question was, you were here in court when Mr. White testified under oath that all the payments were made on schedule.
I was here every day in court. I heard his testimony, yes.
Okay. So back to October of 2018, this was before Mr. Depp sued you for defamation, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
He didn't sue you until after the op-ed came out in December of 2018, right?
He sued me in 2019.
And the op-ed came out in December of 2018.
That is correct.
So in October of 2018, you had received your entire $7 million divorce settlement. You would agree with me.
That is correct.
And you hadn't yet been sued by Mr. Depp.
This is October, correct.
So in this October 2018 interview, you said that you had, quote, donated, end quote, your entire divorce settlement to charity, right?
That's correct.
And in fact, your exact words were, quote, $7 million in total was donated to, I split it between the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, end quote, right?
That's correct. I made that statement as soon as I got a divorce and we reached the settlement. That's when I pledged it, right then.
And you say this because you, quote, wanted nothing, end quote.
That is correct.
Okay, real quick, Nicholas, thank you so much for the 50 SEK. I don't know what that is, but thank you so much. Between 2016 up until the lawsuit, the only payment from AH was the first one, which she objected to, which means she never gave a cent voluntarily. Yes, she got it. She gave money to the ACLU through Johnny Depp or through Elon Musk, which she does say, which she does admit to. It's just, this is just insane. Okay, so let's get here. Let's get to it.
But you hadn't donated your entire $7 million settlement to charity at that point, had you?
That's incorrect.
Sitting here today, Ms. Heard, you still haven't donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity. Isn't that right?
Incorrect. I pledged the entirety
No,
of the
Ms. Heard,
settlement,
This is amazing.
$7
That's
million
not my
to
question.
charity, and I
Ms. Heard,
intend to
Ms.
fulfill
Heard,
those obligations.
Ms. Heard, that's not my question.
It's not her
Please.
question.
What was
Try
your
to answer
question?
my question. Sitting here today, you have not donated the $7 million, donated, not pledged, donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous. with one
Synonymous.
another. They-
But I
the same
don't.
thing.
Ms. Heard, I don't use it synonymously.
That's how donations are paid.
Ms. Heard, respectfully, that's not my question.
Bam.
As of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the ACLU. Yes or no?
I have not yet.
And
There
as
you
of
go.
today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, correct?
I have not yet. Johnny sued me.
So as of today, you have not donated, paid $7 million of your divorce settlement to charity, right?
I have not been able to fulfill those obligations yet.
And that's because you did want something, didn't you?
I didn't want anything and I didn't get anything.
You wanted Mr. Depp's money.
Didn't get it, wasn't interested in it. I loved Johnny, that's why I was with him.
You wanted praise for donating the money, right?
That's incorrect.
You wanted good press.
In general, one does want good press, yes.
You wanted to seem altruistic publicly.
Wasn't my interest. My interest is in my name and clearing my name. And at the time, I was being called a liar and my motives were being questioned. I did see it as important to clear that up. I wanted to make a statement to make sure that there was not any doubt that I couldn't be labeled these things just because Johnny was a bigger star and had more publicity reach.
Okay. So you did all that, but you never delivered. Not once. You had other people deliver for you. And then the rest of the money you finessed through Johnny. I mean, I'm assuming she got all the $7 million or the rest of the $7 million. And then use that as an excuse, this whole thing of, oh, he's suing me now. You have plenty of time to make some other payments or some other donations to the ACLU and to that children's hospital that probably would have really appreciated that some of that $3.5 million. She is full on falling on her face here. Full on falling on her face and admitting that she's been lying this entire damn time. full on admitting it right now. In Technicolor. Bad, y'all. This is bad.
You wanted to remind everyone of your claims of domestic violence against Mr. Depp, right?
No, I wanted to move on with my life.
You wanted to make those claims seem believable.
They are believable. They were
You wanted
believable.
them to be seen, you wanted to be seen, as a noble victim of domestic violence,
I
didn't
have
you?
never wanted to be seen as a victim.
Huh.
Nor have I ever called myself one.
You testified under oath that,
Okay.
quote, the entirety of your divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote, didn't you?
That's correct. I pledged the entirety.
No. Ms. Heard,
Donated.
my questions. Your counsel will have time to redirect you after. You testified under oath, quote, the entirety of your divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote.
That is correct. I pledged the entirety.
I'm going to move to strike everything after yes.
No kidding.
All right.
Plenty to strike there. Shut up.
Ms. Hurt,
I
this is
did-
really inappropriate.
I'll sustain the objection and we'll just move forward.
Thank you.
Let's move forward. Next question.
Under oath, that statement wasn't true, was it, Ms. Hurd?
I'm sorry, I don't follow your question. Sorry.
You testified under oath, quote, the entirety of my divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote. That statement wasn't true.
It is true. I pledged the entirety to charity.
The statement.
When you say you buy a house, you don't pay for
Ms.
the
Hurd,
entire
Ms.
house
Hurd,
at one time.
respectfully,
You pay it
I'm
over
not asking,
time.
Ms. Hurd.
All right. Next question, please.
Thank you.
It's hilarious. It's like this whole who's on first. It's like an ongoing gag, literally. But this is the part that's like where she's just melting. She's literally just getting destroyed. Real talk.
That statement isn't true today, as you sit here today, is it?
It is true. I pledged the entirety.
But you
to
didn't
charity.
donate it.
Unfortunately,
You didn't donate it. It's a yes or no.
I haven't been able to to fulfill those
So that's a no, right,
obligations.
Ms. Hurd?
I made the pledge. I want to be very clear. I pledged the entirety. I haven't been able to fulfill those pledges because I've been sued.
You had all of the $7 million for 13 months before Mr. Depp sued you, and you chose not to pay it to the charities you pledged it to.
There it is.
Is that correct, Ms.
I
Hurd?
disagree with your characterization of that.
Okay. She had all $7 million or the rest of the $7 million. And instead of her actually using it to do what she said she was going to do, she did not pay it. The reason why she got the $7 million is because she was able to basically find a loophole to get Johnny to go, well, instead of paying directly to the ACLU, just send me the money and I will pay the ACLU through me. Because if you end up paying, you're going to have to pay $14 million. She wanted the money for herself, y'all. And she made it sexy enough. She made it sound logical enough because she's going, hey, man, hey, bruh. Hey, JD, I'm doing you a favor, bro. You don't have to pay double. Just give me the $7 million and I will pay it through that. I will pay it to them. No problem. Let's just do it that way. Then you don't have to double up on the payment. So I'm doing you a solid, bruh. That's literally what she said. And he goes, okay, I'll do that. I would too. I'd be like, I don't want to spend 14 million. If I could save that 7 million for myself, hell yeah, let me give it to you. Let me give you that 7. Just make sure it gets done. Seneda, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you for your work putting into breaking this down. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate the support. But like I said, she got smart. She had some friends or people around her and said, hey, just give me the money and then I'll spend it. I will give it to the ACLU. Nah, she just wanted that money for her damn self. But she went out here to everybody on these talk shows and said, I don't want nothing. I want nothing. I'm going to give it to charity because I care about people. Give me a break. Give me a break. And now she's going, no, I pledged it. And then Camille's going, Chica, stop saying, quit lying. Stop with the cap. Just say it. You didn't donate the full $7 million as you said you were going to do publicly for the whole world to hear. Just say you did not. And she can't even, she's trying to find every way to finesse her way out of this ish. It's disgusting. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button down below. All right. Hit that like button down below. Send it past 3K. I see over 6,000 souls watching the show right now. And also hit that subscribe button. It'd be really great to have you part of the Pascal Show family. So hit that subscribe button. Hit it, please. All right. Okay. We got to look at the rest of this clip because it's just amazing.
Let's look at your sworn testimony from the UK.
Exactly. She said, let me do this for you. Let me do a solid for you so I can keep this money, or I could get this money for you, and you can do this, and I could save you. I could save you from having to spend more money. I could save you from having it double up on price. And she found a way to get that money. It worked. She got the $7 million. And of course, now she's sitting here saying she spent it all on her legal team. That was money not well spent. I will tell you what. All right. This is money not well spent. That was the worst $6 million I think she's ever spent. Anybody could ever spend on a legal team. Let's continue.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Ms. Vasquez, do you want me to close the shades?
That would be
Okay.
wonderful.
There's this light coming across.
Attention to the last page of that statement. That's your signature, right?
Yes, it is.
So you made the sworn statement on February 26, 2020.
That's correct.
And directing your attention to paragraph 4. It says, quote, I remained financially independent from him the whole time we were together, and the entire amount of my divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote.
That is correct.
Did I read that correctly?
Yes, you did.
The him you were referring to is Mr. Depp.
That is correct.
Most of the money that was donated to the ACLU and CHLA in your name came from someone else. Isn't that right?
I don't know what you mean by most of.
Well, at least $500,000 that was donated to the ACLU in your name wasn't paid by you, right?
I believe Elon made a donation in my honor on one of the years.
Yeah, and it didn't come out of your $7 million divorce settlement, right?
No, nor did it count towards my pledge.
And at least $500,000 that was donated to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles in your name wasn't paid by you either.
Right, those were made at the same time.
And it didn't come out of your $7 million divorce settlement.
Nor did it count to my 3.5 obligation.
Those $500,000 payments came from your new boyfriend, Elon Musk, right?
Blam.
I don't know if he was a new boyfriend at the time.
He was some old D.
You got him to pay part of what you promised to these two charities, didn't you?
Incorrect.
Because you wanted to keep at least some of the $7 million divorce settlement for yourself, right?
You're very wrong about that.
I think this, if Your Honor is
Okay,
fine,
you said
this is a good stopping
breaking
point.
point. Okay, that's fine.
Listen, guys, this is only just an hour, 2 hours, little under 2 hours of her just getting absolutely destroyed. And the thing is that rightfully so, this is exactly what we were waiting for, y'all. We were waiting for fireworks. I thought the fireworks was going to happen tomorrow. I figured the fireworks would go off tomorrow. Not today. I didn't expect Camille Vasquez to come out guns blazing, but at the same time, I'm here for it. I loved it. Okay. She shook people to the very core. It's nuts. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. Tomorrow is going to be absolutely nuts. Okay. Lady Justice, $5 super chat. Thank you. Wait, but nor did it count as my pledge. Suddenly she knows how to use the word as it in its proper context. You are totally right. She must think the jury is stupid. Absolutely. It's like, oh, now she knows. Now she knows the difference between pledge and donation. Congratulations. Like I said, she ain't dumb. Amber Heard ain't dumb. She ain't. I mean, she's making very dumb moves right now, but she's also realizing, oh crap, all the crap I said in the last few days is all going to swing back and smack me in the ass. And that's exactly what's happening right now. All of it is going to be looked at, questioned, picked and prodded. Just wait. Camille came in with the heat. Now we know exactly what we're dealing with and what we're working with. And it's going to be very interesting to see what the rest of tomorrow is going to be like. Amber's in for a very long day, y'all. A very, very long day. Trust and believe. It's going to be phenomenal. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, guys, I really do appreciate you guys watching this late show. I had to jump in real quick and be a part of this and talk about this. I promised you guys I would do a late show on this, but we got to be back up early again tomorrow morning to watch the whole show, the whole debacle all over again. So please tune in at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will be here live to talk about this and watch everything and see what Camille has up her sleeve. She definitely has a lot up her sleeve. So this is going to be a fascinating, very, very fascinating trial tomorrow. And I'm very interested to see how she handles it. Real talk. I'm very interested to see how Amber Heard jumps through these hurdles or these hoops. And hopefully, I'm sure Camille's going to catch her in more lies. And I can't wait till they get to Poop Gate. I can't wait till they talk about the dog eating weed and canine IBS. I'm here for it all. And we're going to watch it tomorrow live right here on the Pascal Show. So please hit that subscribe button. Do not forget. Lady Justice, shit on a shingle is dumb because we found all her lies and holes. Absolutely. Thank you so much. That is very, very, very true. She is falling apart live. And you see her just down in that Crystal Light flavored water. You know what I mean? You're just going, damn, I'm screwed. Yeah, you're screwed. This is going to be bad. Like I said, it's going to be bad. It's going to be interesting. Hit that like button down below. Do me that favor. And do not forget, before you head off, hit that subscribe button and tune in tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We are going to be watching more of the drama right in front of us. Okay. Let me grab these super chats real quick. I see you guys. I see you out here. Hold up. Blue Sky, thank you so much for the $5 of love. Thank you so much. And Isabel Valdez, thank you so much for the $10 love. I really do appreciate it. Seriously, I really, really do. All right. But anyway, guys, it is time to get going. Hit that like button. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys bright and early in 9 hours. All right. At 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, we will be watching the debauchery, the annihilation of Miss Amber Heard. Still on the stand. Camille Vasquez not letting up. She's just getting warmed up. Tune in tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys then. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? This is the Pascal Show. Bye.